All right, you guys, welcome back into another community chat. I'm starting this reading at the planetary hour of Jupiter. All right, Jupiter is currently in Gemini. Now, this transit is going to be the moon in Cancer, trining over to Mercury in Scorpio at the 15th degree. All right, it's happening exactly at 8:22 p.m. All right, so we'll be heading into the planetary hour of Mars by then, which Mars is typically associated to Scorpio's energy, right? So, being there with the energy of Mars is in Cancer, with the moon in Cancer, it's going to be heightened pertaining to lots of directness, is what I feel. I don't know. Let's just get through with Scorpio at the 15th degree, with the Sabian symbol, speaks about children playing around 5 mounds of sand. It says, first steps of humanity's spiritual breakthrough. A very small number of people have awakened to a higher level of consciousness. However, they are yet as undeveloped as children, realizing how little we really know. Numerologically, the number 5 is associated with the capacity of the mind to penetrate further into the unseen realms of discovery and create new forms for universal ideas. Few people are truly creative, and those who are invariably are still playing around with this extraordinary gift. Humanity is on the brink of a new phase of being, and those with the creative flair will be called upon to indicate how we can do things differently. So the number 5 associated numerologically expects the energy of change, and it is associated to Mercurian energy, which is currently in Scorpio, right? So this one speaks about being true to oneself and paramount in all things. A child does not concern itself with philosophy or morality over much it plays, as we reach further into the disturbing complexities of fulfilling personal ambitions and social responsibilities, we would do well from time to time to remember who we really are and what we really love to do. Being true to ourselves is paramount in all things, and a child has no need to be reminded of this self-evident aspect of living free. All right, that is Mercury in Scorpio at the 15th degree. Let's look at the moon in Cancer at 15 degrees. All right, so this one is speaking about a group of people who have overeaten and enjoyed it. All right, so appropriate enjoyment of material abundance. Though it carries obvious risk of greedy attachments, the enjoyment of material abundance is valid spiritual principles, celebration of self. In Sufism, it is taught that each plane of existence has its own special mystery. The mystery of the earth plane is abundance, whereas the attachment to material wealth is counterproductive to the true seeker. It is the attachment that is the problem, not the abundance itself. Attachment to austerity is no better. It is known that all of life is a reflection of our inner condition, and when we reach a higher spiritual station, we are able to experience material abundance if we choose to. This one speaks about satiety. There is no spiritual principle that disavows prosperity. The image of a group of people enjoying a well-earned banquet indicates richness and fullness to the point of satiety, which is satisfaction. How rarely is this the experience for most people who create for themselves a sense of lack, envy towards the haves, and self-victimization in the ranks of the have-nots. This is no spiritual principle that creates poverty, none that disclaims prosperity, yet by the billions people are given to deny themselves luxury and fulfillment as though the only way to God is through suffering and want. The reverse is true, at least when tempered by a healthy moderation. All right, so we're going to get into the Citadel deck. We're going to see what this energy is calling in for, what is a focus, and we'll pull tarot on it. Welcome in, you guys. All right. This deck doesn't want to shuffle well for me today. I don't know if this is the deck I should be using, but I always use this for my community chats, so we're going to go for it. Okay. So this energy here with the moon trining over to Mercury, the moon is associated to the number 2 in numerology, speaking all about balance. And then we're seeing Mercury that is associated to the number 5. So as I keep telling you all, I always keep seeing the energy of 2s and 5s. It's giving like High Priestess and Hierophant energy overall. All right. Very intuitive and very adaptable, and wants you to be tapped into your fun-loving side and also to be daring. So that can definitely be where the letters N, E, and W are significant to the number 5. So something new. All right. And the letters B, K, and T are associated to the number 2. Take it as it resonates. I don't know. Let's see. All right, the Sentinel is here. Determination, certainty. I've got the Muse here with generosity and naivety. And then we've got Spy Master with knowledge and distrust. Down at the bottom of the deck is the Fate, so accepting help and guidance. Let's read on the Sentinel. The Sentinel is a representation of extreme focus, of securing and knowing your position and purpose in the world. It may feel as though forces have been conspiring to tempt you away from your goals, but do not let yourself be swayed. Balance unexpected situations with rational thought, and the outcome will be worth 100 times any distraction that might befall you. All right. On the reverse side of this, because we're going to look at both energies, being self-assured and confident of your position is a good thing, but don't let it make you arrogant or self-centered. Being solely focused on your own needs can blind you to the needs of others. Be aware that people may see you as being dominating or pushy. When dealing with those around you, remind yourself to be gentle and to listen to them as well. All right. Let's see what this is all about. So obviously it's speaking of one's determination here. We're speaking about water trines here, you guys, with Cancer and Scorpio. So Cancer is meant to really like go deep within and really heal the inner child and or tap into your roots. Scorpio's energy more so has to do with the energy of the psychological state, and it comes through where you're meant to face fears. All right, and dive deep into the depths of your emotions. So where is this determination energy taking you, should I say? All right. Full card. All right, it's giving a journey. Tower. Unexpected turn of events that sets you out on a new journey. 8 of Wands. It could involve far distance traveling. It could be pertaining to the energy of communication. All right. It's a very quick, sudden change that may come in here. Queen of Wands. It's giving Leo's energy. Can be seen as Aries and or Sagittarius as well. It's just giving me more so your confidence. 5 of Swords. This could be the energy that's trying to defeat you overall, pertaining to your mental. So if it's associated to Mercurian energy, it's going to be the information that comes through. I don't see it coming through subconsciously, but normally that's what happens when the moon is involved. Queen of Pentacles. Justice. I feel like you're very balanced overall. That's very significant here with the energy of the moon, is that you remain balanced. There's this energy more so that feels like if you're experiencing some sort of shift, some sort of sudden change, it's going to be your confidence that's able to get over remaining balanced, moving towards your happiness. Whatever this is. Whatever your journey looks like for you. So there's like a shocking moment here that allows you to kind of like burst through with this energy of determination is what it is. I'm seeing the Queen of Wands as someone very confident, all right, very charismatic, very, you know, moving forward with the energy of creativity, having like this spark of passion. And the Eight of Wands is like supporting that energy with pushing through with the information that's needed. Something like this. All right. I'm kind of feeling like you might be talking someone's ear off. I don't know. All right, but that's just the energy of like having other people in your ear saying you're on the wrong path or whatever it may be, right? But you know you're moving forward in the energy of balance. I got the Death card down here, so this is just part of a transformation. Heavy Scorpio energy here. We are officially in Scorpio season as of 6 something this afternoon. All right, this evening. As of 6:14 p.m., we have stepped into Scorpio season officially. All right, so Scorpio energy coming out here heavy. It's like a new journey that you're heading on here. And like, it doesn't matter what it looks like to other people as long as you're confident in what you're doing and you're remaining determined. Again, I see travel, communication being of significance. All right, I've got Aries, Aquarius, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, as well as Pisces out here with Scorpio's energy heavy. So it's showing me where you're coming out of like Libra season, very balanced. All right. Again, number 2 is associated to balance in numerology. Stepping into Scorpio season here. All right. It's giving me some sort of transformational energy. It's more so what it is. All right. Let's look at the energy of the Muse. Now is the time to look beyond the bad news and embrace a little of that dreamer spirit. Any situation can be improved with hard work, but it also needs optimism, belief in the potential for a better outcome, especially if others believe in it too. Being jaded is for the world weary. Embrace positivity instead. So remain positive on your journey here, whatever you're transforming into, whatever you've got going on here, it's like continue pushing forward. On the reverse side, it says a dream is a wonderful thing, but don't get too wrapped up in it. There's still a danger out there, and being too naive about the reality of the world can trip you up along the way. There's a balance to be found between optimism and realism. Okay? So remaining optimistic about your future is a great thing, remaining determined, but just know that nothing is ever set in stone. There's always sudden changes that comes. With one thing ending, there's always a new beginning. All right? Let's see what this is all about. Three of Pentacles here. A call for cooperation, collaboration, Judgment, a heavy focus on like ascension. 9 of Cups, this is more so what you seem to be passionate about. There's the High Priestess there. So tapping into that of the unknown could be of significance. Page of Cups. 3 of Swords. 10 of Swords. Queen of Swords. 6 of Cups. 7 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Someone has it like, not a boundary up, but they're more so trying to protect their energy overall. Because if you have a passion towards anything that pertains of being able to travel in between realms and you're being like highly ascended spiritually, then it's you knowing that there's a need to separate from the past and continue to push forward. But if the energy is coming through over here where there's others trying to cause conflict for you mentally, it's like really being able to walk away from that and cut it off so that you can move forward. Obviously, everybody's going to go through nostalgic moments. All right. Feeling like you want to look back into the past, but it's about you remaining determined to push forward towards whatever your wish fulfillment is here. Coming through with the 9 of Cups again. So in overall, this specific area, I'm seeing Pluto being of significance, which is in Capricorn's energy. That just had I think it was a Sun in Libra squared over to Pluto in Capricorn energy. All right. And then we've seen the energy of Pisces here, heavy with the High Priestess. All right. So again, it's the need to continue to protect yourself as you move forward on this specific journey. If you're being called to collaborate and or cooperate with your ascension, moving forward is of significance and moving away from the past. So the ending to a new beginning. All right. It's like, understand, don't be too naive, all right, about what the future is meant to bring in. It's like, continue to be optimistic and not pessimistic about the future. Let's look at the Spy Master with knowledge and distrust. It says the pursuit of knowledge is a grand goal, but don't let it tarnish your opinion of the world. If you only pay attention to the negative, you can find every person's flaws, every piece of bad news, every shadow, even on a sunny day. Instead, try to exercise some positivity and forgive those around you for their faults. A relationship or a situation can be so much better if its flaws are acknowledged, but not focused on above all else. Okay. Someone is moving forward in the energy of commitment. They have the key to something. I'm seeing the crow here. One second. Ouch. All right, so the crows are going to be seen as messengers from the spiritual world. So you have to have lots of knowledge moving forward with whatever this is. So let me read this again. The pursuit of knowledge is a grand goal, but don't let it tarnish your opinion of the world. If you only pay attention to the negative, you can find every person's flaws, every piece of bad news, every shadow, even on a sunny day. Instead, try to exercise some positivity and forge those around you for their faults, or forgive those around you for their faults. A relationship or a situation can be so much better if its flaws are acknowledged, but not focused on above all else. On the reverse end, it says your high standards are only setting others up to disappoint you. Rather than expecting too much of people, try to recognize where you're being unrealistic and accept that nothing is perfect. Are you expecting and holding yourself to that specific standard? That anyone that you choose to collaborate with and or cooperate with has to be as ascended as you are? Because I don't think that's going to be the reality of the situation. Like, if you're gaining knowledge, all right, pertaining to messages from the spirit world, I'm seeing like the hand here. Like, you've got to be committed to this. I see a ring on the finger. You know what I mean? Maybe you need to accept someone's help that has experience doing what you're doing. All right. This Page of Cups energy on the bottom here, this feels like someone else's energy. All right, obviously we're dealing with like water. All right, so I'm seeing lots of air and water. Air and water does not mix, right? They're not compatible at all. I'm seeing the Page of Cups with the Three of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Six of Cups. All right. Whereas up here, I see you heavily focused on this like passion that you have for being able to tap into the spiritual realm. Let's see. So the Spy Master is coming through with knowledge. Where do you get your knowledge from? From the Hierophant, right? The wise one. It's like you go to school there, you stay committed in marriage, that type of thing. All right. Seeing Ten of Wands, Two of Pentacles, the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, Strength card, the Emperor, the Hermit, and the Seven of Swords. Down on the bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords. Okay, so the knowledge that you're seeking here, I feel like it's only going to come in divine timing. There's something that you find to be that's like very achievable, but you're trying to remain in control of it, and it could be that you're burdening yourself by doing so. So the person that's more so supposed to be coming in is being sent in as your kindred spirit, all right? And having a connection to that, which is allowing you to gain some sort of strength and power, all right? To really go after this and build a sense of going within first, which I feel like you've already done if you've done the transformation, all right? But it's almost like remembering where you came from almost, okay? Because if you move forward in the energy of the Seven of Swords, it's like asking you to continue to strategize on how to keep something. I don't know if it's like hidden, or maybe you're meant to help others with the knowledge that you have. Maybe there could be that people don't trust that what you do is it's real. You know what I mean? Like that type of thing. Again, it was speaking about distrust. This can be seen, Seven of Swords, as like lies or deception or whatever that may be. If you're the Hermit with the one with the wisdom, and you're meant to take and go after, you know, a specific goal here that you have, it's like it was manifested that way with the Magician to the Wheel of Fortune. But there's this energy that's trying to keep, or having to release the burden of trying to keep control of over what it looks like more so. Because what's fated is fated. Here's the fate on the bottom of the deck, right? That's the Wheel of Fortune energy. Whatever's fated is meant to happen. So if the transition is going to take place, then yes, you definitely will be moving forward with spiritual strength no matter what comes and tries to keep you somewhat entrapped, and or if it's a sense within yourself that's like having anxiety or worries that something isn't going to work out for you, it actually will. It will be reciprocated in a way that you're able to understand, because this is a skill that you hold, being the energy of very grounded and balanced with the Empress energy. You know what I mean? It's like you were given the knowledge for a reason. Might have even been a very long journey, but it's something that you're fully committed to. And now it's like you have the opportunity, there's the Hierophant, to come out and teach others. You know what I mean? So it's coming through that way. Alright, so let's read the fate, because it's coming through as accepting help. So you don't know every damn thing. That's what it's saying, right? You don't know everything. Let me run back to Mercury and Scorpio. Alright, this is your first step of humanity's spiritual breakthrough, right? You just had a breakthrough. This could have been like judgment for you. You had some sort of ascension, an awakening moment, an aha moment, right? And if you're receiving messages from the spiritual world here, then it's coming through like, yes, it was fated to happen that way. But just understand that the knowledge that you have, you don't know every damn thing. You've got to be the one that continues to gain knowledge. All right, it says realizing how little we actually really know, because there's so much more out there for you to learn. All right, what am I looking at? The fate. Some unexpected help is due to come your way. Maybe that's this energy here. It's literally, this could be your help. All right. Sorry, wrong card. This one. Unexpected changes, unexpected help. Something coming through pertaining to like a message. Something like this. All right. So some unexpected help is due to come your way. You may not be able to see what causes your struggles or know of those who plot against you. But others can. And they won't let you face it uninformed. This guidance may come from an unexpected source. So look out for signs that will guide you in the right direction. So someone's coming back around to help guide you in the right direction. All right. Something like this. Reversed. You have you have assumed the role of fate. Keenly aware of the tangled lives of those around you. Where you can see others struggling, now is the time to help them. Even in a small way, everyone's lives exist in the same tapestry. And by helping them, you may also be helping yourself. So if you've gone through the journey and you have transformed and you have made sudden changes pertaining to what's going on around you, and you knowing that you can be a protector of someone else that doesn't, and you have now the knowledge and you are able to spy into the spiritual realms and understand what's going on in the world, then this is how you're going to be of service to the other person that doesn't. But there's a heavy need to protect energy. Heavily. Let's pull on the fate. That's what I'm saying. I feel like you were gifted with this. All right, you were remaining committed to it. Four of Wands here. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Four of Wands is like a marriage card. I'm seeing this hand here with the crow. If you have the messages coming from the spiritual realms, then you're committed to this already. I feel like you've already went through your ascension. Whoa. All right, Four of Swords is here. The Sun card is here. All right, the Knight of Swords is here. I feel like you're, oh, wow. I feel like you're highly connected to Source, is what I want to say. Anytime you need to actually emotionally withdraw and really tap into the mind state, you can do this. All right. But there is something here with the energy of the World card coming to an end. All right. So again, the reading started off with the Fool card here. Now I'm seeing the World. Why is that? It came out with the Six of Wands and the King of Swords. You're being seen in the spotlight with all the, let's just say, intelligence that you have so far pertaining to your journey here. Weird. It's almost like it's going to cause some sort of challenge and or conflict with you moving forward on the next stage. It's like, get ready. Seven of Wands to continue to protect yourself. Look at all this Leo energy. It came out the 5, the 6, and the 7 of Wands all together. So Saturn, Jupiter, and Mars in Leo. One second, you guys. So Saturn in Leo speaks about you teaching children, actually. All right, an opportunity to shine, being asked to perform for a good cause, teaching creative skills to those that are less talented, and helping with the education of children. The 6 of Wands is Jupiter in Leo. All right, you're meant to do this in the public eye. It speaks about blowing one's own trumpet, the attraction of some kind of fame and or attention, taking a leading role in a local activity, a prominent member of a church or a similar organization. And the 7 of Wands is going to be the Mars and Leo energy. And we're moving forward in egotism, a dramatic performance, a great creative enterprise, and or forcing oneself into the lead and or bullying others. All right, so it's not for you to force yourself onto others. It's more so to attract those that are on the same path as you. Something like this, okay? Or that have interest in being on the same path. Moving forward in the energy of love is what it is. 3 of Wands and Knight of Wands. Interesting. So I'm feeling like it's more so fated to happen this way. All right, either people need to accept your help or you need to be the one that gives the help. All right, gives the guidance, should I say. Because you've gone already through your transformation. Okie doke. Not sure if I want to pull more. I can read into the energies and what this transit is doing. Let's do that. I feel like that's going to be of significance here so we can understand the energy more. This is very interesting to me. Many people believe that crows are messengers from the spiritual realm. With their keen perception and awareness of their surroundings, crows remind you to trust your intuition. If a crow appears in your life, it could be a message to be more observant and mindful of the opportunities or challenges that come ahead. So crows are seen as protectors that offer guidance during times of uncertainty. Crows' keen perception and awareness of their surroundings can remind you to trust your intuition. All right, it can be seen as an unlucky omen in some cultures. All right, so seeing a group of crows on your balcony while they're making noise is considered an unlucky sign. It can mean that your family may get into trouble or you may fall sick. Interesting. All right, but some believe that crows are messengers from the spiritual realm and that their appearance is a message to be more observant and mindful. Let's tap into this Mercurian energy with Scorpio that's trining over to the moon in Cancer. So Mercury and Scorpio in the specific deck, I'm just going to read out the energy. It speaks about extremism. It can be events that pertain to violent verbal outbursts, news of death, the solving of a great problem, discussions of a deep life problem, and or a drastic change of opinion. All right, so it says the Mercury and Scorpio card describes a deep, penetrating thinker, someone both intuitive and profound, whose sharp insights into others' motivations direct the thoughts. Such personalities are widely persuasive in arguments. Typically, Mercury Scorpions are said to be secretive and do not waste time talking unless they have something worthwhile to say. They command a great deal of respect and are endowed with a magnetic personality that claims many followers. The ability to go to an extreme opposite position in order to understand the whole possibility of an issue makes such people good investigators and researchers. It also makes them capable of drastic changes of philosophy or beliefs, which can leave the others up in the air with the last swing of opinion. For Mercury Scorpios, the supreme challenge is to solve seemingly impossible problems. The challenge of the impossible is so necessary that they often even generate mishaps in order to retrieve and overcome a situation. People with this combination displays great interest in science and or the occult. Understanding life secrets, whether purely physical or mystical, is important to them. There is also a love of intrigue that makes for good detective story writers, journalists, and crime investigators. All right, so when this card is drawn, the questioner may face a total reappraisal of his or her life philosophy to overcome a seemingly unsolvable situation. All right, let's look at the moon in Cancer energy. All right, so the moon in Cancer comes through as the energy of friendship. The events could be situations such as important family gatherings and or some sort of celebration of an anniversary, an inheritance or an heirloom. Distant relations could be moving house, sharing a friend and or a family member's problems. So if we see that shockingly you're able to connect to those in another realm, this could be you having distant relations, all right, from those that are abroad, meaning you're tapping into the spiritual realms, right, by whatever it is that you do here. You've already kind of graduated for me, all right? There's a celebration, some sort of like gathering of your achievements, of your ascension period, right? So we're now on to the next journey. Now, the moon in Cancer, it says the moon is the natural ruler of the sign Cancer, so it is in its domicile. It's comfortable, it's aware there. All right. It's working with the most strength, which the moon is all about the subconscious state, right? It says people with this planet sign combination are comfortable with their emotions. Moreover, somewhat like a mother hen, they seem able to feel everybody else's as well. So the emotions of other people. To moon Cancerians, the world really is how they feel it to be. If that turns out to be tough, they can be a hard shell to those around them with their out and out defensive crabbiness. Emotionally, moon Cancerians are at their best when all is well with home and family. For them, family is all, friends become family, and family become friends. The early influence of parents, whether enjoyed or not, remains a strong influence throughout life. This position of the moon also shows the potential for becoming a good cook or at least a lover of good food. However, upset emotions can cause Cancerians digestive troubles that may well reserve this indication, focusing concentration instead of nurturing the family. When this card occurs in a reading, it indicates a shrewd business ability. If the questioner dares launch out on his or her own, often when the friendship card occurs, it highlights an almost psychic sensitivity to the thoughts and feelings of others. The person asking the question may be called upon in the future to act as a shoulder to cry on for a close friend or a family member. Remind you guys, we have Mars that's currently in Cancer as well. So I'm pretty sure if there's some sort of quarrel happening in the home environment, it's going to be pertaining to those that are closest to you and where someone may be coming to cry on your shoulder. Let's just read on Mars and Cancer energy, although it's not associated to this specific transit, but Mars is the ruling planet to Scorpio, so it's kind of like all working together here. All right, let's see. Mars Cancerians most enjoy expending energy and being active around the home or in a family type business. However, the bossy nature of Mars cannot resist the temptation to take over and run things. In a family situation, this often leads to interminable and highly emotional disputes and arguments. The gentle sign of Cancer is not the most comfortable place to find pushy, aggressive Mars, and this card can indicate domestic upheaval. Mars acts immediately, and in the close atmosphere of the home life, this causes much combative arguments. Family matters will be stormy if Mars Cancerians try to get everyone to do things their way. The tricky situation to negotiate is that the Mars Cancer person wants to be the boss but also wants to be loved. So it is the best if people with this planet sign type avoid bottling up emotions, as worries cause stomach upsets. Property can be important to the people with this card that this card describes, perhaps meaning more to them than just a place of their own. Home improvements are a constant demand on Mars Cancerians, and running some kind of business of their own, however modest, can offer a better outlet for Martian energy than quarreling. So Mars Cancerians have a natural talent for property development and can be lucky with real estate deals given the slightest opportunities. When this card is selected, it usually shows that all is not well in the family nest. All right, so there could be lots of disputes pertaining to this energy, although a trine is of auspiciousness. If the energy of the emotional state is not grounded, there's going to be hell to deal with, okay? So the events could be a continuing family row, a family estrangement, fighting over an inheritance, a divorce, or a problem involving custody. All right, so these are things that can come up here in Scorpio season. I don't know if this is exactly what this is speaking of, but it's given the energy of the moon and Mercury. Let's just say it's in a spiritual sense. I keep being drawn today's energy to the 2 and the 5. High Priestess, Hierophant energy, meaning the knowledge that you're meant to be gaining at this time pertaining to your spiritual journey. All right, so say that's interacting if you're doing something in the home environment and there's conflict happening around you. It's like, how can you utilize these two energies auspiciously? Go focus on putting in some work. All right, like focus elsewhere if you're seeing that there's quarrels happening around you at this time. That's the best thing I can come up with. That's what I'm feeling it is. All right. So the number 2 is associated to peacekeeping, intuitive energies, being diplomatic, being supportive and warm. All right, but the weaknesses can come off to be where someone is very indecisive. It's giving codependent and or what's this word? Oversensitive. Okay, that makes sense. Like it's pertaining to the emotional state. Now, the energy of Mercury pertaining to numerology at the number 5 speaks about being adventurous, adaptable, fun-loving, and daring. But the weaknesses could be very unpredictable, unreliable, and irresponsible. Interesting. All right, let's just see for the last spread what comes out, and I'll pull the chakra love cards. 3 of Swords. I'm feeling like there's a divorce or something going on right now. This energy keeps coming out. All right. It makes it very hard if, let's just say in the home environment that there's like quarrels going on at this time. All right. And where the energy of the emotional state is suffering. It's like you can't continue to manifest in this energy if it doesn't feel very grounded. All right, if you feel that you've been trying to plant your roots in something and have been waiting for something to grow, it's like your manifestations are more so being held up and or slowed down. I'm seeing heavy Saturnian energy here, particularly Saturn in Libra and Saturn in Taurus. Both of these energies are meant to be ruled by Venus, which is all about love, right? But it's coming through where there's discipline and structure and authority in those specific energies pertaining to where you're trying to manifest. So if your emotional state is not grounded, then it's going to affect overall your journey. Wow. This is why you need to have a new beginning with something before you can actually push forward, is what this is. All right. Interesting. All right. Tell me more. Yeah, there's balance that's needed here. Seeing justice. 9 of Cups. I feel like your wish fulfillment will come, but it will come in the form of in the near future. 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. If you've been making progress on something that you have been wanting to see as an accomplishment, because I'm seeing this is Sun and Capricorn energy, speaks all about accomplishments. Here we have the energy of, who's this? The Sun in Aries. All right, so Aries to Capricorn energy. This is a very masculine type of energy overall, pertaining to your wish fulfillment. It's like remaining determined and moving forward with lots of progress, not stopping because you're being challenged with your manifestations, because you're feeling ungrounded. If you know what you need to separate yourself from, if it is pertaining to some sort of divorce or something, or just this overall energy of the home environment or where love is supposed to be taking place not being balanced, it's going to stop the energy of your manifestation. All right. But in the near future, you do get some sort of wish fulfillment. And it's coming through with the energy of the Hermit and the Strength card as well. So this is going to be lots of wisdom and having strength to be able to push forward, remaining loyal to it. I'm seeing Leo and Virgo. Maybe the energies of this upcoming week with the moon moving into Leo and then into Virgo by the, the beginning of next week could be of significance here, and how we can start adapting to some sort of changes. All right, I'm seeing the Two of Pentacles remaining balanced overall, becoming grounded again. Now I'm seeing lots of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a lot here. Things were slowed down for a reason. If you want to move forward independently with something, maybe it's like time to come up with a plan. All right, it's kind of what it is. It's a big deal here, you guys. I'm seeing Gemini energy, Virgo energy heavy here with the Hermit and with the Magician. Mercurian energy heavy. So again, Mercury being in Scorpio. All right, it could just be news of like a transition, a transformation that needs to take place here first. I'm seeing Libra energy here as well. So anything associated to Venus, Venus being associated to the number 6. All about bringing harmony and balance. It's the same shit, right? And then I'm also seeing the Strength card. So Leo associated to the energy of the Sun. Number 1, all about new beginnings. All right. And I mean, we have the Fool card and the Magician out here. This is the beginning of a new journey. You know what I mean? Like that. It's a big deal. I feel like there's just a major shift coming in with this Sun stepping into Scorpio season. Major changes that are going to take place. Things being brought back into balance after a period of healing, possibly. Where, yeah. This is what the first... It's funny. This is what the first decan of Scorpio season looks like. Is the 5 of Cups. And it's the energy of Mars in Scorpio. Alright, so if you look at this energy, it looks like this person is having difficulties with their emotional state. And what needs to be actually released. Alright, in order to really find what's hidden behind them. Which is more so like, you know, the energy of like a spiritual gift. A spiritual connection. Like the 2 of Cups is what's behind the 3 spilled cups. The 2 of Cups represent a spiritual union and feeling like you're more so grounded with what needs to be released, all right, and what you want to hold on to. See how her foot's holding that 1 cup there? All right, very interesting. So, I mean, what's end up coming in this month in Scorpio season is going to be reciprocity. So this is the energy of the moon in Taurus, which will happen on November 15th. And where there will be, you know, an equal give and take in between what's meant to bring in a sense of balance again. All right. So, again, associated to the number 6, Venus's energy. This is the moon in Taurus. All right. And Venus being the ruler of Taurus, number 6 is like, what can you, I don't know. If you look at the number 6, it's like the base sits straight up so that it remains in harmony and balance. You know what I mean? It's kind of what it looks like. So that speaks about being a caregiver, family and oriented, being very compassionate and dependable. And then the weaknesses can come off with people that are more so jealous, smothering, and or possessive, which is all Scorpio energy. Like, if you think about it, right? So, whatever is the energy of the weeping and the sorrow and the loss and or the sense of regret that comes with the 5 of Cups energy, it's almost like what's an actual illusion versus what is reality, right? It's kind of the way I see that. I don't know, you guys. That's what I got for tonight for this community chat. I'm going to move into the chakra love deck, and then I'll tap in tomorrow for energy check-in. Thank you for your super chat. Cool. Let's see. Oh my. All right, so I've got third eye here with destiny. Follow your instincts. They lead you to the truth. All right, I have chakra balance. Out of chaos comes creation. All right, so being able to make it through the adversity of it all. It's saying that the best energy pertaining to your cycles, if you're going through one journey and ending one thing and starting something new, then your cycle is showing you that out of chaos can come something brand new to be able to create something better. I don't know. All right, Amazonite, Carnelian, Peach Moonstone, and Red Jasper is what came out here. I believe for my last reading, I just pulled Carnelian, and it was all about the need to take action. All right. and have a sense of like power behind what it is that you want to manifest. Now also, if you guys want to refer back to the chakra, the balance reading that I did last night, there was a lot of great information in there as well. Let's see. All right, so the third eye chakra is associated to fluorite, which I believe fluorite, it has a lot to do with the heart space, if I'm not mistaken. I've got throat chakra out here, so vulnerability. Showing vulnerability is a sign of strength. All right, so vulnerability is associated to like 12th house energies. It's where you're meant to be compassionate and vulnerable with others and the energy of love. I'm seeing sacral chakra here, so being on a journey. All right, to enjoy the journey, let go of the outcome. You're not meant to see what it looks like. All right, so I'm seeing the energy of red aventurine. I'm seeing sodalite, and once again, we have fluorite, amazonite, carnelian, peachstone, and red jasper. Down at the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing solar plexus, amber. All right, so fearlessness, turn your worrier into a warrior. Don't stop your journey. All right, it's like if this is part of your destiny, then be vulnerable with others and understand that out of the chaos that you're going through right now comes the great energy of creation. And I'm seeing the crown chakra here. Divinity, recognize the divine in the mirror. All right, so blue lace agate is going to be the crystal for this specific energy. Who am I missing? I'm missing root chakra and heart chakra. Here's the root. Interesting, there it is. All right, so the root is focusing more so on your safety. In the hurricane of life, a strong foundation will keep you safe. So here's where I feel like you're going to want to face like the energy of protecting yourself overall. So snowflake obsidian could be of significance. I don't know what it looks like, but this is what black obsidian looks like. So having that to be able to protect your energy overall. And now I'm seeing the energy of the heart chakra with compassion. All right, resolve your conflicts with the energy of compassion. All right, so compassion and vulnerability here. All chakras are out here. All right, I was just more so pulling from the bottom of the deck. So if you got root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown with the energy of chakra balance pertaining to your cycles. All right, and or the cycle of your chakras that are of significance. All right, so safety, journey, fearlessness, compassion, vulnerability, destiny, and divinity. I like it. All right, you guys, I love you all. This is where I'm going to be leaving the reading, and I will check you out in the morning for the energy check-in.